We're live. Wait, I can't hear you, man. Motherfucker.
I did not press that.
What a great start to the show. And we're live with High Flyer Radio.
Yep. It's Sunday. You know what that means. It's High
Sunday,
Flyer
you know what that
Radio
means.
time and all that implies. Yes, sir. We're here.
Oh my god, hold up. I can't even believe that I didn't fucking add that to the show notes, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit. We'll talk we'll be sure to talk about that, but what's going on, guys?
What's going on, bro? How we doing today?
It's good, man. Another Sunday. It's been like 2 weeks since we've been able to do a show, because I know we've been trying to make sure that we do it consistently. But 2 weeks ago, your boy was under emotional distress. And then another week, I was off in Dallas going to the New Japan Strong Autumn Attack show. So, we only had Raul and, things didn't line up with the Extreme Rules watch along. So there was just a lot going on. So, we're back now.
There wasn't any interest to watch Extreme Rules, if I'm going to be
No,
honest.
man. No one gave a shit about Extreme Rules, man.
If they were really excited to watch it, like Dwayne and David would have said something, bro. But
Survivor Series, we're gonna watch Survivor Series, but Extreme Rules, dog, like no one really cared, dude, at all.
And we're not doing Crown Jewel, so no.
No, we're not doing Crown Jewel, man. Yeah. But you know what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Booking my flight. Hopefully, I'll be scooping up some nice tickets this week that I'll be paying a pretty penny for. But I'm full gear bound, baby. I'm so excited to go to Minneapolis for the first time, dog. Check that out. I'm gonna try and do like a legit actual vlog of like going to Minneapolis and like maybe get or like Luis to like edit it or something, and then make it like something that people can actually watch and enjoy. Because I'm really gonna try to get like some fire fucking what's up, man? I'm really gonna try to get some like fire seats, that way like I'm on the floor or close to it, so that way I can get you guys like some footage that you won't be able to see anywhere else. Also for me, because I can't wait for it, dude. Because we've got a lot of cool stuff happened on AEW this week, and a lot of cool stuff's gonna happen next week in the build too. So
yeah,
we got a lot of good stuff to talk about, man.
Yeah, hey Matt, thanks for joining us today, bro. I saw that you recently subscribed to the channel, so thank you for subscribing, bro. That means a lot.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah. Glad to hope. I don't even know what time it is over there in the UK right now, but good evening to you, I guess.
Yeah, good evening.
Afternoon. I don't know, but hope you're doing all right, man. But bro, yeah, it's been a while. We haven't been here for a bit because of it's lining up and stuff. But we're back for another episode today. And lots of cool stuff going on. We didn't talk like Grand Slam last week, but Grand Slam was fucking amazing. But I want to go ahead and first.
Oh, yeah. Doug, I'm over here thinking, because I got you the Jay White, the Grand Slam T-shirt at the New Japan show. I'm over here thinking about that. I was like, what do you mean Grand Slam? AEW. Yeah, holy shit. We haven't been able to talk about that on the show, dude. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, we got to talk about it. Everyone already talked about it. Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson with like one of the best matches of the year, dog. Like you can't deny it. Yeah, an absolute clinic. Probably the best television match I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's up there for the best television match I've ever seen. I think it's one of the best AEW matches. I don't want to say it is the best, but like it's one of the best AEW matches. Yeah, man, that arena just came alive, and you could tell after that moment, WWE was like, "All right, man, we actually have to change some things." They're not going to actually acknowledge why they have to feel like they're changing things, but they're going to change. But we've been seeing a lot more black people on TV, so I'm cool with it.
Yeah. So first, I just want to go ahead and just I wanted to get your stuff on NJPW Strong, bro. How was it, man? How was it? You went to NJPW Strong, and
so I got to go back to
event, right?
Yeah, so I got to go back home to Dallas for a 2-night event. Front row tickets to it. If you go back and watch it, you'll see me on there. It was a fucking blast, dude. Like off the top of my head, Juice Robinson, I'm a huge fan of now. Him and Julio had a crazy awesome Texas bull rope match, which they set up in the first night and paid it off in the second night, which was freaking awesome, dude. They came into the crowd, and like I was standing right there next to them whenever they got into the crowd, and like started throwing each other like into our chairs in our section. Like that was awesome. Getting to see Minoru Suzuki have a singles match and then tag with Lance Archer in Dallas, Texas was awesome. Given that it's Lance Archer, that's hometown. You know what I mean? Well, it's not hometown, but home state boy. You got to rep Texas. That was awesome. Getting to see Will Ospreay in person, dude. Ooh. He got thrown into a barricade right in front of me on the show. You'll see it on the camera. Like I'm standing there, like holy shit, because he got thrown like right into me, dude. And there was of course
so many videos. Like Aiden.
Oh yeah, I sent so many videos. I felt so bad. I was like, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna spam you guys, but
But they were cool. I watched a couple of them. I was like, yo, this is badass.
Yeah, I got some cool shit. I got a Leo Rush before he made his AEW signing this past week. I got Leo Rush. He gave me a fist bump and told me cool hair because we basically have the same exact fucking hair right now. That was pretty cool. Yeah, man, it was awesome. I really encourage anyone who's not watching New Japan right now, definitely check out New Japan Strong. It's up there with like AEW right now as far as like some of the best wrestling on television for sure.
Yeah. And of course, I think this is the first time you wear that shirt on the show, right?
Oh yeah, the shirt that I won from the bet saying that CM Punk would show up in AEW, and here we are like a month later.
Yeah, with the black lining, right?
Yeah, with the black lining. Yeah. Ooh, you see that, baby? Sir. You see that, baby? You ain't got it.
Pythons, brother.
Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah, man, you gotta get into it though.
And I'm repping too, bro.
Yeah, there you go, man. That coffin drop shirt. This is how you know we're just fucking dorks, dog. We just love this shit.
Yeah, man.
We don't even really do this show. Like, I feel like, I mean, we do this for people, but we kind of do this for ourselves, dude. Yeah. Like, we just like to talk about wrestling.
Looks like I was right. Matt, is it 6 p.m. at the moment? You got 2 hours. Wow, awesome, man.
Oh, there you go.
I'm fucking jealous you get to watch doing early, but yeah, I'm heavy, man. Fucking 6 p.m. though, Jesus, man. These time zones are fucking crazy, bro. Time differences are nuts. But dude, I'm glad you had a wonderful time. I'm glad you're going to Full Gear. Hopefully, you do make that vlog. Or even then, bro, just like what's it called?
I'll definitely be sure to like get videos and pictures and all types of stuff. Right now, I'm currently doing my Minneapolis research. Like I'm just like on Google all the time. Like, what's the best food? Because I'm only gonna be there. I come in Friday in the afternoon, and then I've got Rampage that night. And then after that, I'm probably gonna try to check out like a late night food spot. Maybe hit up a club. Maybe hit up a club and see what's going on. Yeah, and then the second day it's Full Gear, and that's gonna take like my whole fucking day. So I'm just like find a dope breakfast place and then go enjoy Full Gear. I'll try to be on because you guys are gonna do the watch along. I'm gonna try to hop on the watch along for a little bit before the show starts while I'm there live. See if I can show you guys a couple things if it's not too loud.
Yeah. But also, what's it called? The NJPW Strong. What's it called? NJPW Strong event. Aiden did get the chance to get me a shirt as well. He got me a Jay White Grand Slam shirt, and I'm waiting for that thing to come in. I think it's today, right?
It should be there. Well, since it's Sunday, it won't be here today, but it'll be there tomorrow. I've got the event shirt in my dirty laundry basket right now too. I was planning on wearing it this week, but then I totally forgot. So I'll show it off next week. Yeah. But yeah, man, that was a ton of fun. I'll probably save and post some of those videos now that the actual episode has gone up because I didn't want to spoil anything. Because Will Ospreay's mystery partner was done there, and there was a whole bunch of like big storyline angles. There was a lot of stuff with Jay White going on with Bullet Club that I thought was really interesting. Getting to see Jay White in person was maybe the highlight, dude, because like something about Jay White, like when he walks into that room, like he draws you in, dude. Yeah. Like in like this small little dude too, you know what I mean? Small, but when he's in person, this dude is fucking jacked, dog. Yeah. He is shredded, bro. I've got some pretty dope videos of him like right in front of me on that ring post, so I'll definitely post some of those to Twitter. So check that out.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get started to play around here, man.
Yeah, now we sigh as we scroll up to the top of the list. Did we say
top of the list, man? I did not watch Extreme Rules, y'all. I know I'm terrible, right? But last week was preparation for Nashville Film Festival, and this week, your guys are even lucky that I watched Rampage and Dynamite because
Yeah,
I've been watching movies left and right now for Nashville Film
yeah.
Festival.
Hey man,
But
that's why I'm here. I watch all the other stuff.
yeah, you watch all the other stuff. Not Luis. Sorry, Aiden, give it to us. What's going on with Extreme Rules? What did you think about Extreme Rules from what you got to watch?
I'm being 100% honest. Don't really remember anything about Extreme Rules other than
The ring rope breaking,
yeah, the
turnbuckle
ring
breaking.
rope breaking. But I'll start it with the Alexa Bliss Charlotte Flair angle, where I'm pretty sure they're trying to bring back the goddess and they're trying to like kill off like this demon Alexa Bliss character. That was ridiculous. I hated seeing her cry for 10 minutes straight and then crawl up the ring ramp and then cry again and then watch the acid tab in her mouth or whatever the fuck it was spurt out all this foam and it looked terrible. Um, yeah, that sucked. On top of the fact that, the DQ finish again in the women's championship match. If you guys can't give us a competent answer on who should be winning these matches, then you're not booking your show right. I'm so fucking tired of DQ finishes. I'm physically like I just want to strangle someone every time I see a DQ finish in WWE. How many fucking DQ finishes are there in AEW in 2 years? Zero? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Zero. Like, there's a way to tell these stories where people win and people lose. That is the nature of the sport, man. There's a way to have people lose. Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy has lost for a month straight, and it doesn't feel like it right now, dude. Jungle Boy is on top of the world right now, dude. Like, we'll talk about it later, but his match with Adam Cole this week was fire, incredible. But there's ways to defeat people and make them look strong. And I think just the top rope breaking in your match against the Demon, who's never lost, against Roman Reigns, who's, I get it, he's the hottest thing in your company right now. He's on the streak. It's just like, if you didn't want to bury the Demon, you know what I mean? Like, then don't book the match, you know what I mean? But it's also like, we already knew Roman was going to win anyway. So if the Demon
Because
just
they had the
lost
Brock
clean,
match set up.
yeah, if the Demon lost after 25 spears or something ridiculous, we get it. You know what I mean? It's wrestling. You know what I mean? Someone wins, someone loses. That's what it is. I don't think you needed to have the cameraman jump on the apron of the mat and cut the top rope with a knife and then hop off before anyone realized. That's ridiculous.
I don't understand the whole thing behind the rope breaking, because I know that there was a spot where I think Roman put a spear through the barricade. Everything was and then the Demon's music started playing, and he was starting to do the heartbeat, and he got back up. Which
Yeah, he was
that was
reviving. I thought it was cool. Some
that
people
was
thought it was
cool.
stupid.
That was cool.
Yeah,
No, that was cool. But what's up with the ring with the turnbuckle breaking? Because if the Demon, so if we go by, let's go story wise, right? Let's go what's it called? Let's go into this into it the lore wise. If the Demon is supposed to be the most dark and dangerous part of Finn Balor, that he's only supposed to bring out in the dire of moments, the Demon shouldn't be able to cause damage to screw Finn Balor out of his matches.
yeah.
Why did the turnbuckle have to break?
Some people were
If
joking it's like the Samoan gods were helping Roman Reigns, and I was
hell.
like, "Oh Lord!" I was like, "I hope not."
I'm not gonna lie, Brett. I'm not gonna lie, Aiden. If that was the thing, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. But yo,
I would laugh my ass off if fucking Maui showed up. Like The Rock shows up as Maui. He's a gimmick
yeah,
Maui, and
yeah,
then he fights Roman Reigns as Maui. Dog, I'll watch that
yeah.
WrestleMania. I'll watch that
But
WrestleMania. I'll pay $8,000 to sit front row for that
front
shit.
row for that WrestleMania match.
Hell yeah.
But I don't know. I just confuses the shit out of me, bro.
Yeah.
But
I don't get it, but that's really all I remember from Extreme Rules, to be honest with you guys, dude. and it was a fine pay-per-view. That is all it is. It didn't. It's not a needle mover. It's another one of those, non-temple WWE pay-per-views that just kind of happens in the year. Stomping Grounds, you know what I mean? Like it's another one of those.
It's their placeholder because they had to have something.
Yeah. No Extreme Rules matches on the card, by the way. None.
Yeah,
actually.
I heard that. Wait, hold on. Wasn't it? I believe the Finn Balor match was the Extreme Rules match, but they had
I guess I think that one was a no. I think that one was a no DQ, which to be fair, that I guess that's an Extreme Rule, and then I was gonna say the women's triple threat, but it wasn't a women's triple threat. The women's triple threat is in Crown Jewel. So other than that, there was no Extreme Rules, dog. Like none.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
I live confused by WWE.
Yeah. Speaking of Liv, shout out to Liv Morgan, who got to have a match at pay-per-view. Who deserves a lot more.
Let's just what's it called? Nothing else from Extreme Rules that you got to bring up.
No, but keeping it WWE, this is a big one. Shane McMahon is no longer a part of the WWE in any shape or form. He's no longer on-screen talent. He no longer has like a role within the company either, which I think is interesting. I don't really know anything outside of that. That's something worth bringing up for sure. You know what I mean? Like I wonder if that, and this is just freestyling, dude. This is just me putting my 2 cents in there. None of this is like confirmed or anything, but like wonder if that like rift that's being formed in the company that we hear a lot about between like a Triple H camp and like a McMahon camp and like all these people that are like ultimately fighting to see like who's gonna like be the lead of the company once McMahon is gone. You know what I mean? Like I wonder if that has a part to do with it. But also Shane's kind of always wanted to do his own shit. So
yeah. Shane's last couple of runs in WWE have not been anything that I've been interested in.
God, that Miz feud made me want to fucking pull my eyes out for a year.
Yeah, so like it was nothing that I was really like, what's it called? Surprised by. I'm glad that he's out of it because I don't want to see him on screen anymore. And we don't know the extent of like the extent of the work that he did as like creative or something. So like I really don't care about Shane not being involved. I honestly I really don't care about it.
Yeah. Well, if we want to, I think we should just skip all the way down to SmackDown and we can just keep all the WWE talk at the beginning of the show, and then we'll jump on.
Yeah, because like
AEW at the end.
I have one thing for SmackDown. They're really about to do it again, bro. They're gonna give us another fucking Edge and Rollins match. Like, I get it. Yeah. These two man put on great matches, but like, yo, when are we ending this feud, bro? Like, I get it's like in the sanctity of wanting to do the trilogy, right? You want to do 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. But like,
if they were spread out, I could see it because like, the story's there for a trilogy between them, but it's also like each match that they keep having feels like this is their last match that they're gonna have together. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like this is their last match, and then a week later, it's like, could it be our Edge and Rollins gonna fight again? Because both characters were like, yeah, we're done with each other, and then a week later, like they had a match because it was Madison Square Garden. So it's like I don't understand what this storyline is.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that SmackDown segment? Did you see it where Seth Rollins got to go to Edge's house?
Yeah, that was all right. Yeah, I'm like, it's like reminiscent of like what Edge used to do, and like what's it called? Like, it's like one of those old like early 2000s invade somebody's home segment.
Yeah,
but like,
I thought it was cool, but it's like he didn't do anything.
Yeah, he didn't fuck up the house.
He just like drank some of his orange juice and like sat down on his couch.
Rollins is supposed to be like a monster heel, bro. Like, why aren't you letting him fuck up the house?
Dog, I thought he was gonna like kidnap his kids or something, or like kidnap Beth Phoenix. Like, I thought Beth Phoenix was gonna come in and like kick his ass or something. Like, there had to be something there to make it interesting, because otherwise we're just like sitting there and Rollins just like is walking around Edge's house, and that's cool for like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? And it's like
I don't. I don't need what's it called, the home network, home improvement network or something. Like,
yeah, dog,
bro,
I don't need to see your whole house.
Don't kidnap his kid, bro.
It not
or like instead of like opening him going to the house, like how cool would it have been to have like Rollins just sitting with the kids and sitting with the kid and playing with them, and it to open like that and be like, "What's up, Edge? I came to visit you. You were home, but don't worry. Let's go. I got your kids here."
It was a good like at least you can see that they're trying to do something different here, and it's like I appreciate it, but it's like the execution could have been done better.
Yeah, push the envelope a little more, bro. Don't be scared. Honestly. Like Rollins would get like mega heat if, let's just say, like he would have gone into that house. What's it called? He didn't. What's it called? And he goes in. What's it called? Walks in on Beth Phoenix or something, and like grabs her and just puts her in the car and is like, hey Edge, like you want to keep taking away my chances at the Starlights, just.
If he really wanted it to be Attitude Era, he should have walked in there and the shower should have been going.
Oh,
and then
he
should have been like, ooh. And then he should have walked in there and opened it up, and Hornswoggle should have been in there taking a shower with like some shorts on. That's what they really should have done. That's good booking right there.
We're talking like let him do that, like fucking Randy Orton handcuffing Stephanie McMahon to the ropes and kissing her, bro. Like let him do that type of shit. Bro.
This is horrible, man. We need to move on from this. Speaking of moving on from this, that looks like exactly what Kevin Owens is going to be doing.
Kevin, what's up, man? Should have cursed off the dog.
Holy shit, bro. That would have been mega heat. I don't even think MJF would have been able to get that much heat, dog.
No, bro.
Dog. Well, he would have been over.
Dog, bro.
Michael Vick. Yeah, man. But Kevin Owens, dog, he looks done. He looks like Dean Ambrose did in like 2019. Towards the end, whenever they were having that weird feud with Seth Rollins and Roman, whenever he came back, it feels like it feels exactly like that. All I have to say is I can't wait for Kevin Steen to show up in AEW.
Yeah, Hit Row got drafted. They're coming to SmackDown.
Let's run down those. Let's run down the draft picks. I got them pulled up. If you
want shit! Before that, they announced the King of the Ring is coming back and the Queen's Crown is coming. Is going to happen. I think Dwayne, explained it beautifully. I do not want Charlotte anywhere close to that Queen's Crown, and I hope Xavier wins the King of the Ring.
Yeah, Xavier has to win King of the Ring, or else every WWE fan is going to be pissed off yet again, just to forgive it in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then who would you? I know you don't like doing the fantasy booking, but who would you have win the Queen of the Ring? Like, who do you think it should be?
If it's gonna be leading to something good, because like, let's be real here, the King of the Ring has basically been for a gimmick that just ends up being like overplayed at this point. Yeah. Like they haven't done nothing to show the importance of the King of the Ring. So if the Queen's Crown leads to something good for the for the character, I would like for it to be Liv, for her to challenge and win the women's championship at the Royal Rumble, because we're approaching Royal Rumble time soon.
Yeah.
So, unless like, I think it would be really cool if like the Queen's Crown could also be like, how cool would it be if like. Be like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give my Queen's Crown to have a guaranteed spot in the Royal Rumble, and to have like her win the Royal Rumble. Look, either way, I want it to be Liv, and then at the Royal Rumble she wins that title. I think they have been dancing around Liv for too long. She deserves way more than what she's getting, and unless they're ready to lose Liv and have her go to fucking to AEW to become possible tag champions with Ruby, they gotta do something quick with her.
You know what this company needs desperately, and it's something that like I think AEW is doing, in the future is the secondary women's title, which is
Yeah.
something that's like not the normal in wrestling, which I don't understand. Um,
Yeah.
I think a secondary women's title would be awesome for someone like Liv Morgan or like Naomi, you know what I mean, or like
Hmm.
Sonya Deville, or like some of these women who like are not like are being featured on TV more prominently now, but like for a long time have just been like overlooked. Like Naomi is one of the greatest women wrestlers of all time.
Fuck yeah.
So is Sonya, and I would say so is Liv Morgan. You know what I mean? And like these women are just constantly looked over, and it sucks because WWE has the best women's roster in the world, dude. Like these
Hmm.
women are incredible that they have with their company. You know what I mean? Like AEW, they suck with the amount of time and devotion that they give to the women's division. You know what I mean? But it's also a lot of these women are still green. You know, WWE
Hmm.
has like the most developed, talented pool of women to have wrestle each other, and they just stick to the same 5 people. You know what I mean? And it's so annoying. Um, yeah, man. I hope that this Queen of the Ring is something that proves to be worth. I really my pick right now is Naomi. I would have Sonya and Naomi in the finals for that or something. I feel
Yeah.
like that would be a really cool story. Um,
Fucking Naomi. If Naomi wins the Queen's crown, I'd love for that to somehow play into her joining the Bloodline, bro.
yeah, I've been saying
Love.
forever. I think that there should be a
Yeah.
story with you should have had Bianca still holds the belt, and you could have had a heel Naomi finally. Just
Yeah.
like I'm overlooked, I don't get my due, but I'm talented. I win matches, like
Hmm.
do your whole thing, and then basically have her join the bloodline. And now
Yeah.
she's leading like the women's side of the bloodline, and you can have her and like Nia Jax tag. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they could do something with that. Like there's there's so much to do with the bloodline. Like the bloodline can basically just be like the NWO, and that shit can just
Yeah.
keep fucking going forever, dude. You know what I
I
mean?
just
Like
want. I just want to see
we
the
can keep pulling
Bloodline get
Roman
bigger.
Reigns family members out every year. We can find a new one every year, dog.
Yeah, man. You can just pull. I mean, you can. You can wait for Sefa at the performance center to get what's it called?
Yeah, you
What's it
can
called? Trained. You know.
you can find a new one every year, dog. If you start them young, just keep them
Yeah.
rolling, dog. We'll get new
Yeah, man.
Romans
Just
every year.
yeah.
Little dogs.
Yeah. I love it, man. I love it. And I love the what's it called? The I love the possible like rumblings we're getting for Bloodline versus New Day
Oh yeah,
versus
versus
her
Hurt
business.
Business. Yeah.
God, that gets me fucking
Survivor
pumped.
Series, man. I
Yes,
think that's
sir.
Survivor Series. I think that's our main
Mm-hmm.
event.
Oh, that'd be amazing, bro.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that, especially because that triple threat with Bobby Lashley and Roman and Big E was awesome on Raw. That
Oh
was an
fuck
awesome
yeah.
triple threat, dude.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read off the draft picks now?
Yes, sir. Of course. Let's go and get into these draft picks.
All right, so SmackDown, and these are in order of their draft picks, whatever you want to say. You got the Universal Champion Roman Reigns, the Raw Women's Champion Charlotte Flair, Drew McIntyre. You have the New Day, but it's only Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, which stupid.
Keeping them separate again,
Just
bro.
yeah, I don't get it. You have number 5 is Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss, which might be the worst fucking name I've ever heard in wrestling. This nigga's name is Madcap Moss. Holy shit. Let that sink in. Number 6, like Raul said, we have Hit Row. Which sorry, Twitter, I am a little skeptical about this drafting, but that's the NXT North American Champion Isaiah Swerve Scott, Top Dollar, Ashante, the Adonis, and B Fab, which are all talented people. I just think that they were perfect for NXT 2.0. Um,
Yeah.
you've got
And now we
Naomi,
know that Swerve is gonna end up losing the title.
yeah, and he's never defended it either. Like he hasn't had a defense. Like he hasn't had a match in like 4 months,
Yeah.
which is fucking insane. And you've got Naomi, Jeff Hardy, Aaliyah, Drew Gulak,
Ooh.
Mace, Mansoor, and then Mustafa Ali, which is weird because they're a tag team, so you could have just drafted them as one pick.
Yeah.
And then in 14, you've got Tony Storm. Really interesting the order that they choose to do these draft picks in, dude. I don't get it. Then you've got the Raw side. You've got number 1 pick is your WWE Champion Big E. Number 2 is Bianca Belair. Number 3, you've got the Raw Tag Team Champions RK Bro. Number 4, Edge, which is interesting. Edge going back to Raw. Number 5, you have the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH. Keith Bearcat Lee, Rey and Dominic Mysterio, Austin Theory, Akira Tozawa, Alpha Academy, which is Otis and Chad Gable, Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz. You've got Dewdrop, which is another fucking ridiculous name. You've got Drake Maverick, John Morrison, Nia Jax, the 24/7 champion Reggie. You've got R-Truth, T-Bar, and then Zelina Vega. So they're mixing things up. I don't really understand any of the thought process behind the draft picks, but we'll see, dude.
I like that Aaliyah has been drafted to the main roster. I've been a fan of Aaliyah's work for a while now. I popped hard at the 2020 Royal Rumble when Aaliyah showed up.
Yep.
And I'm excited to see where that goes. But yeah, I'm so
hopefully her and I guess she's on SmackDown. Never mind.
Yeah, this confirms one of two things. First of all, the Dominic and Rey storyline is going to continue. That's going to end up happening. They're going to split, and we're going to have a match. Even though I believe Rey said that he doesn't have any interest in wanting to face his son, like he does not want to face his son. Yeah. But it feels like having them drafted to Raw means that they're going to end up going against each other. And,
this is also we got to note that tomorrow things are going to change. Tomorrow's the last day for the draft. Some of these picks might go back. I think Charlotte Flair on SmackDown is one of those picks that might just go back to Raw on Monday, and it might not even be a big deal because they like to do stuff like that. I think that maybe this was just an excuse to have Charlotte show up because I think she shows up and she kicks and assaults Bianca Belair on SmackDown this past week, if I remember that correctly, which Bianca's now on Raw. So if we trade Charlotte back to Raw on Monday, that would make sense because then you can set up a feud with Bianca and Charlotte, which is cool. But then it's also when Alexa finally comes back, I don't know how long her time off is going to be. I'm now under the impression that Alexa's time off is going to be a long time, bro.
Probably Royal Rumble time, don't you think?
I think she might come back Royal Rumble or maybe even after the Royal Rumble. Maybe after Mania next year, dude.
Maybe at the Chamber.
Yeah, because when she comes back, this Fiend gimmick is gone, bro. She's coming back. She's going to be the goddess. It's going to get a huge pop. And she's immediately going to be in there for that title. So yeah. I think the smartest move is to have Charlotte and Bianca have a program and let Bianca win that belt. And I think Hit Row should go to Raw, dude. I think Hit Row having B-Fab and Bianca feud with each other over you need to join Hit Row. You know what I mean? And you can have the Street Profits be involved in I feel like that would have been a really cool angle. But I don't know, dude. A lot of this stuff is weird. New Day being forever split up pisses me off.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I know Booker T's happy. But I don't get it, dude.
Booker's happy with a lot of things. I love Booker, bro, but yo, Book,
do a spinneroonie for me.
You'd be fucking happy about some stuff that I'm I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, Chief.
But I want to see what's gonna happen with the last couple draft picks. If Charlotte doesn't go back to Raw, I believe that Becky is gonna get drafted to Raw.
Because right now I just refuse to believe that they're just gonna do the champion swap, where they just trade the belts. I think that is the worst thing. Imagine if there was a brand split between Rampage and Dynamite, and like they had drafted Kenny Omega to Rampage, and they drafted Sammy Guevara to Dynamite. Would they have to like trade belts? What I mean? Like that doesn't make any sense to me, because then the lineage of the belt is ruined. I mean, none of these belts in WWE mean anything, to be honest, dude. Yeah, I don't get the Raw, dude. I'm not into it. Don't care.
Yeah,
I think we should just move on to AEW.
All right, let's talk
I'm
about
tired
the
of
other
like
company.
sleepwalking through WWE news, dog.
And I'm not gonna talk about NXT 2.0. I do not watch NXT 2.0. I also
there's nothing to talk about.
Refuse to fucking call it NXT 2.0 because it's still just NXT. But what's it called? Braun Breaker is still a thing, and they seem to be really like. It looks like they really want to put the championship on him.
The only reason to watch NXT is because of Braun Breaker. That dude is talent. He's money. He's literally just another Steiner, and it shows, dog.
All the hoochie mamas.
Yep, if anyone is my pick to like who I think could be someone to beat Roman Reigns, Big E. I think if they push Xavier Woods properly, you could make Xavier Woods be a guy who could beat Roman, and finally have Xavier like step out from the background of the New Day and like be like the lead. You know what I mean? Or Braun Breaker. You know what I mean? Because this dude's fucking awesome. Put Roman Reigns in the Steiner recliner. I would like to see it.
I just want to hear Braun say, "Holla, if you hear me."
Yeah, I need it. I want the police siren music. I want it all back. Yeah, I want all of it back, dog. I want all of it back.
Somebody said like he looks like his father, but he talks like his uncle.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's it. That's Braun Breaker.
Let's talk about AEW. At the top of it, let's talk about those AEW creative changes, though.
Oh yeah.
Take us away.
I can't remember where this comes from, if it's Fightful or Wrestling Observer, but it's one of those. I'm sure you guys have heard about it if you're into the wrestling space. Basically confirming the fact that Tony Khan is the only one in charge of creative at AEW right now. The Young Bucks have been taken out of that position. Cody Rhodes has been taken out of that position. Kenny Omega has been taken out of that position. Because I think what they talked about now is that Kenny Omega really he's only really dealing with video games. Like Kenny Omega and Aubrey Edwards are very hands-on with the video game development side of AEW, which makes sense given Aubrey Edwards' background and given Kenny Omega's a fucking dork. It makes sense. And then you've got Cody, who's in charge of the Codyverse and everything that pertains to the Codyverse, the Dustyverse, everything. And you've got the Young Bucks. I don't really know what the Young Bucks are in charge of. I think they're in charge of like BTE and stuff like that. Progressing that storyline. But really, it's really kind of like a Bischoff and like '96 type of situation. And like a Vince McMahon now situation where it's only one person in control, which I'll be honest, Raul, I think the results of it have been positive, but
hell yeah, it has.
But how long does that continue? You know what I mean? Like I hate to be skeptical, but it's just like when any one person has control for so long, things get repetitive, dude. We see it in the MCU. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like every now, like there's all like. More times than not, I feel like in the MCU, there's things to be positive about, but like it's also like when every movie feels the same, you know what I mean? How long is it before like every Dynamite starts to feel the exact same? You know what I mean? So I think it's worked for now, though. You know what I mean? I definitely think this has been a move in the past 2 months because there's been a huge shift in like AEW programming in the past 2 months. I feel like it's presented a little differently nowadays. I feel like we're officially out of that rookie era of AEW, dog, for sure.
Yeah. Hey, Griffin, thanks for joining us. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Griffin.
Yeah. I think Tony's clearing room right now to be able to make room for more people to come in to help him write these storylines. At the time right now, it feels good. Like it's positive, the reception at the moment, and I have nothing too big to complain about AEW other than the women's division.
Yeah.
But um,
Their
I
women's
do not
division and their
want.
lack of black men in the main
Yeah,
event scene is really all I
yeah,
can complain about in AEW.
yeah. Shit, man, their lack of color in the fucking main event scene, bro. Cause like
Yeah.
fuck, man. But
Unless it's the women's division, it's not there.
yeah. Um,
Which is awesome for the women's division. Like I'm happy. Like please keep that up. Like I'm so happy the fact that like only one of our women's champion has been white. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Out of four of them. You know what I mean? So I'm really happy about that. You know, so keep that up. But you know we need to see more melanin in that main event scene. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm ready for the day when a black man holds like the TNT or the
AEW
AEW World
title.
Belt. Yeah.
Um, but I hope that that Tony doesn't become another Vince, and like it's like, oh no, I'm the final say. I'm the one who has to control everything, and I don't think he will. I don't think he will. So
No.
hopefully this is just saying that like this is that he's making room for other people to join. But I also was never a fan of the idea of the EVPs being in charge of creatively. I didn't like the idea of the elite booking their matches. Like, mm-mm.
Yeah.
So
See, I never really minded it. I mean, on like at face value, it was something that I was kind of like, all right, you know, we've seen these situations before. We've seen it with Hogan. We've seen it with
yeah,
Nash. We've seen it with Flair. Like we've seen this situation play itself out before, and it never works. But for those first 2 years of AEW, man, like I think they made all the right booking decisions and like every single match, man. You know what I mean? Like, and people love to talk about
mhm.
how like the Bucks are putting themselves over, and Cody's putting himself over, Kenny Omega's putting himself over. Kenny Omega was not the first holder of that AEW belt. You know what I mean? Cody Rhodes took himself out of the AEW World Title picture. He lost on all his pay per view matches to people. You know, he put people over. He put MJF over. He's the first guy to put Darby Allin over. You know,
Put fucking
he
Brody
tried to put
over.
Sean Spears over. He put Brody Lee over. You know what I mean? Like he did the job. You know what I mean? Whether you find him compelling as a character or not, it's a different story. You know, the Bucks, they lost on that second episode of Dynamite at the beginning of the tag team tournament. We were like, okay, the Bucks are going to be the first inaugural tag team champs, you know, like they should be. They lost a private party on the first fucking match on the second Dynamite. Like that
Hmm.
was like no one saw that coming, you know what I mean? And it paved the way for private party where they are now, you know what I mean? And the only time that they were booked to win was after the FTR feud, you know what I mean? And that story had just been building, and you know the retirement
Hmm.
angles, you know what I mean? I never really saw any of the problems with it,
Hmm.
with the way that it was handled at AEW. You know what I mean? If it wasn't AEW and Tony Khan and like this group specifically, it would not have been handled the same way.
Yeah.
But like these guys have such a love for the business, and they're more
It's
interested
just
in like
something
helping
that
the
has always
business get
rubbed me the
over.
wrong way.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's just something that always rubbed me
Yeah,
the wrong way. So it
yeah.
was something I wasn't a fan of having, wrestlers book themselves. So
Yeah, if Roman
uh,
Reigns was in charge of booking at WWE right now, I'm sure a lot of us would be pissed. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Because it's like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I love Roman, but it's also like I don't know if I don't know. That's such a I don't know. I just made that scenario up. I don't even want to get all like worked up over a fake scenario.
Yeah. And other than that,
I think everything outside of that is just like
yeah.
TV. It's just like
Yeah, it's
TV
recap
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, recap stuff,
Yeah, because we
which
got
I'm
we got a
happy.
big week. We
Yeah,
got a
it
big
was a
week coming
lot of
next
stuff.
week.
A lot of
Yep.
stuff coming next week, dude.
Yep.
Um,
But we'll go into it. Dynamite. Uh, great show. It was a pretty good show.
Yeah, I
Jungle
would say
Boy.
it's one of their best dynamites that they've ever done, dude.
Yeah.
I think this week's dynamite was awesome. I think it was like
Yeah.
everything's like placed perfectly.
Kenny No Balls.
Kenny no balls. Have you seen
uh,
like people are already making shirts
yeah.
online? I gotta
Yeah.
get one. I gotta get one and wear it to the show.
Jungle Boy and Cole was fucking amazing.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that was the top 10
fuck.
matches I've seen all year for me, man. I gotta be real. I
Yeah.
loved that match, dude. I thought it was awesome. And they've been building
Kevin
that one up
brought up.
since All Out, dude. We've been waiting for that one since All Out.
Yeah. Kevin brought up a really good point. He said that what's it called? It's amazing to see Jungle Boy because Jungle Boy is so young we are barely seeing the career of Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
So imagine what kind of matches this man is going to be putting on in like 10 years,
10
bro.
years, dude. God damn it, man. Jungle Boy is gonna be a household name one day, dude.
Yeah.
Like everyone's gonna be like, oh man, Jungle Boy is my favorite wrestler of all time. You know what?
Yeah.
He's there. And I see it on Twitter. Like I saw this video the other day where this little boy like got surprised, like a Jungle Boy action figure from his aunt. And he was freaking the fuck out. He was like, I love Jungle Boy, Jungle Jack, like all that. I was like,
Jungle
yeah, man,
Jack!
Jungle Jack Perry. You know what I mean? Like he's awesome, dude. I'm just happy that the dude was able to like make a name for himself before people made like the connections to his lineage. That's what makes it even better. But yeah, Jungle Boy's a star. Adam Cole's a star. They're both stars. The right guy won in the match.
Damn straight, man. And I like the God, I love what they did this week for Dark Order, for what's it called, for Brody.
The whole show, all of Rampage, all of Dynamite was just you could feel Brody Lee's energy, all in the building in Rochester.
The foundation that they opened for Brody, that they're pretty much what's it called, putting money into a foundation to help anybody who's in the creative field to pursue their career, who have like family obligations, who can't really do it because of family obligations. So they're making a foundation to help them pursue.
Which I really appreciate as someone who like growing up. That has always been an issue, you know what I mean, with like family that you have to take care of, and it's like you never have enough time for yourself to be able to get anything done. So that's a really awesome foundation. That there, I hope that we can get our hands on some of those Brody shirts soon.
Yeah, if they have it at Full Gear, I'm telling you to pick that shit up. Yeah, because I want that. And we had a great what's it called? That 8-man tag match, the 16-man tag match.
16-man tag match.
Oh, that was good. That was fun. It was nice to see Dark Order just reunited. Because of,
by Brody Lee's wife, by Amanda Huber. I love seeing her because I love seeing -1 get out there and like have the rolled up newspaper, and he throws it like right at Uno's head, and then Amanda comes out and like yells at him just like Brody would, and then they all turn around. They're like, "All right," and then the sequence after that was just sick. Dude.
Yeah. I love -1. I love I like that they're having them involved, not because they see a benefit in the story, but because they just love the family and they want to be able to take care of them and make sure that they that they're okay. Because you could tell from the moment they did that celebration of life of Brody that Tony Khan fucking cared about Brody Lee a lot. That he loved Brody. And you
Dude,
can
imagine
tell
us in 15 years or like sitting on a porch watching some AEW and -1 wins the TNT belt for the first time, dude. We're gonna go fucking crazy. We're gonna go crazy, dog. We're gonna cry.
I'm telling you, bro.
We're gonna cry.
Dude? I'm telling you, bro. He's got the original title. It's a unification match in the making, bro.
Dog. If they bring it out and they bring out like the original red TNT belt in like 15 years.
Yeah.
We're making up. I'm gonna fucking cry, bro. I'm gonna cry my eyes out, dog.
That is a what's it called story like that's in the making, bro. It's like
it's built in, man. Yeah. Oh my god, and it just like it's such a bittersweet thing with Brody being gone, but it's just like all the stories that you've heard since this man has passed away, and like the amount of people's lives that he's changed, like within the industry that are like good people. You know what I mean? Like seeing how like Brody's passing in the way that his family handled it and everyone else handled it, and seeing how that has propelled like literally the wrestling business forward. Like I'm happy that it's like, you know, it's horrible that this guy's not here, but it's like I'm so happy that he played a part in being able to like be part of like the next boom in the wrestling industry. Because I've got friends who were like, I don't like wrestling, but like I had nothing to watch during COVID. And like seeing this dude with like this big ass red belt leading all these dumb idiots every week on TV was awesome. And I'm like, I'm happy that Brody was able to like have this awesome character, you know, before he passed.
And what's it called? But yeah, I'm gonna cry when that happens, bro, in the future.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, that shit. But I love that they have him involved now, and it was that shot that ended that match with
Hmm.
the poster with the sign that had Brody's face on it, and then -1 just looking at it. I was like,
Yeah.
shit got me. I was like, that's beautiful, bro. Um,
Yeah.
dude, it's gonna happen, bro. MJF and Darby Allin feud has started.
Yeah. MJF and Darby
God
Allin.
fucking damn, did MJF bring it? Oh,
MJF might. Is MJF the best promo in the business? Is he? I don't know.
bro, he's one of the best
He's
heels
one
in
of
the
them. He's one of.
business.
He's definitely one of the best. He's definitely the best heel in the business, dude. He fucking
Mm-hmm.
had some words for Darby this week, man. It, it was dangerous what he was saying on that mic. There's a couple times where I'm like, damn, can they even put this on TV? Like, how many people that like don't understand the context behind all this are gonna be like
Yeah,
pissed off? You know what
bro,
I
I
mean?
shit you not, bro. I thought at one point that what's it called, that Darby was gonna hit him, bro. Like he was actually
Yeah,
gonna punch him.
I thought
Like
he was gonna beat the shit out of him. I thought we were gonna get a good old wrestling
a
rumble, but
stiff hit.
yeah, stiff hit. But I like this story that they're doing between Darby and MJF. I didn't see it coming, but it like makes sense to me, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. I love the video. It was like, I hope that this is where the feud started, and it was MJF kicking Darby's seat in the airplane.
I
Oh
hope
man,
that AEW is like can utilize more TikTok shit like that because I'd love to see like
yeah,
a series of like MJF trying to piss off Darby Allin as they're touring
yeah,
across the country. That'd be awesome.
yeah. I'm excited for that.
If that
But
happens at
also,
Full Gear, dog, I'm gonna be a happy man, man.
the second, the second most famous AEW thing that happened this week. Of course, well, I don't know
Uh,
if it's second famous, but I think it is one of the most famous ones.
yeah.
We gotta talk about Armed
This
Anderson,
is the
baby.
no. This is the most famous AEW
Yeah,
promo. This has to be the most famous AEW
yeah.
promo now of all time.
Um, Armed Anderson, baby. Arn Anderson cuts a promo on Cody because, of course, last week at Dynamite Grand Slam, the right decision was made to have Malachi Black beat Cody Rhodes, which I'm sure that Aiden and I were very relieved when we saw that was the
The
finish.
outcome. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I think Aiden said, like, I am ready to punch a hole in my television if fucking Malachi loses.
Yeah, I was like, if Malachi loses this match against Cody, I'm throwing a break through my television screen.
Yeah. So in the promo, Arn Anderson says, "You know what's the difference between you and me?" He goes, "If you stop at a red light and somebody pulls you out of the car and points a gun at you, he says, I don't know I don't know word for word, but
I
he
think
says
I
like,
think I think I think I got it. He's like, you know, if someone pulls up, if you're parked at a red light, someone comes up to your car, points a gun at you, and says, "Get out of the car." You say, "No problem." That's the difference between you and me. Someone pulls up to me at the red light, pulls a gun out on me, tells me to get out the car. I pull out the Glock, I aim it at his forehead, and I spray his brains on the concrete. I'm Arn Anderson, and all that implies. And I'll be damned if I have to coach some loser. Come on, Lee. And then
at
he
least you
leaves.
listen to me.
And that shit was awesome, bro. Best
Yeah,
fucking promo I've seen all
yeah,
year. That's got to be on the Wrestling Observer promo of the year. Like that's got to be
yeah.
up there, dog. Because
I
like Black Twitter lost it. Black Twitter lost it. Like any POC Twitter lost it, basically.
I fucking lost it, bro. I I was just like, I didn't think that he'd go, but like, bro, yo, hey man, Aiden got
Hey,
that CM drip on. I see you.
hey,
Damn
yes,
straight, bro.
sir. See him
Um,
pimping.
bro, I think people forget that Arn Anderson was a wrestler, and
Dog,
Arn
like, there's
Anderson,
so many people that watch AEW that like have never watched wrestling before, which is awesome.
yeah,
Like I'm happy for that. Like
yeah,
that should be the way. But like
and
people
I'm
that
glad.
don't know about Arn Anderson and they're like, this old dude that's been walking around with Cody for like 2 years and he cuts this awesome promo and like now
Yeah,
they're finding out about like the Four Horsemen and like all that. Like it's awesome.
Yeah, it's like people forget that like this man could speak on that mic. I mean, he
Oh
was part
yeah,
of one of the
one of the best
biggest
promos of all
factions.
time, bro. Arn
Yeah,
Anderson is one of the best promos of all time because like when he talks, you just believe what he's saying. Like there's such a conviction in his voice that it's like, damn, this dude's speaking the truth. Because when he's talking about like Malachi Black is a dangerous man, like he will kick your head. Like you're like, damn, dude, Malachi Black might kill me. Like the way Arn talks about it, you're like, damn, Malachi Black's no joke. Like Arn Anderson is such a good promo, dude. And
yeah,
like his selling on that Glock line, I pull out the Glock,
yeah.
press it to his forehead. I was like,
Dude,
yo.
I loved you did I didn't notice it at first when I watched the clip. But when I watched it on fucking Dynamite, my mind I went directly to Brandy to see her reaction because I had seen the clip.
Oh
I already
yeah.
had seen Lee's and what's it called Cody's reaction. But look at Brandy in the back. She was just like what?
Especially
We
after
get
like
away with
watching,
this?
yeah, especially after watching Roads to the Top, which we are not covering on the show, but especially after watching Roads to the Top and like seeing the promo process at AEW, like behind the
Yeah.
scenes, made it more interesting because like Brandy's probably hearing all that for the first time, and you can kind of see her like trying not to laugh at like what Arn is saying because everyone
Yeah.
in the audience lost it, dude.
But I loved it, man.
I can't wait
I
to see where the
loved it.
story goes. That's that. I mean, that's the promo is awesome and all, but I can't wait to see where the story goes. I am actually interested in it now.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see Cody's heel turn and all, and how that's going to go down and where we're
Yeah.
going with the story. I'm interested. I wonder what the Full Gear match will be because you know Cody's going to
Yeah.
want to be on the Full Gear pay per view.
I love
I'd like to see Cody and Andrade have a match. I feel like
Oh
that'd be a
yes,
pretty
sir.
cool one.
I love the whole like some people were online saying you know it was all downhill for Don Cody the minute he got that tattoo on his neck.
Oh yeah, the moment he got that tattoo on his neck, that was it. That
Yeah,
tattoo on his neck with the combo of his entrance music at Revolution
yeah.
2020, it killed it, man.
He
It
has
killed it.
a new song, right?
2019.
No, yeah,
Uh,
no, the one he's entering with right now, it's a different one, right?
is it a new song? I don't know. I don't think it is, dude.
Because I didn't hear the song.
It may
Like
be.
the
I think it's a new. I think the beginning has a new rendition. Like there's a new
okay,
intro to it, but it's like it's the same song.
all right. But yeah, this one was good. It reminds me of that Jake the Snake Roberts promo from Dynamite, like what's it
Yeah,
called that first year. That was a great fucking promo, dude.
right after Revolution. Yeah,
Yeah,
whenever Jake the Snake made his debut and
yeah,
teased Lance Archer. Damn, they haven't
yeah,
really done anything with Lance Archer, dude. That's one of the biggest. Like,
yeah.
I still think that he should have been the first TNT champ.
And of course, we have to talk about the monumental, bro, Houston's very own new TNT champion, bro. It's finally happened. Uh, God, man, you all
Awesome.
know that when you went from the very moment we watched, when you've been watching this show, episode 1. What did I tell y'all? Episode 1 of High Flyer Radio, I said I love Sammy Guevara. And I think that Sammy Guevara is going to be a big thing in this company.
Yeah.
34 episodes later of this show, and y'all, it happened. Sammy got his first title in AEW. He beat Miro. Oh, man. I'm very, very, very happy for this man, bro.
Yeah, and
I'm
it was
so
a
happy.
good match too, dude. It was a
Okay.
really good match. I have no idea what the move is called because I'm really bad with wrestling moves.
The
But
GTO, no?
Nah, not that, not his finish. But there's a spot in the middle of the match where the pace changes for Sammy because
Oh,
Miro's beating down on him. Yeah, and they just like I don't know what it was, but like Miro's coming at him, and it looks like he's trying to like clothesline him, and then Sammy just like counters it, and they do this crazy maneuver where like their bodies just like
Flip,
spin
yeah.
all the way around, and like I had no idea what my eyes had seen, but in that
Mhm.
moment I was like, give this man the belt. Give this man the belt. And I like his belt, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
His like
Bro.
I love the fact that everyone gets their own TNT belt. Please,
Mhm.
please, please, with the women's TBS belt, which please don't call it the women's TBS belt, just call it the TBS belt.
Yeah.
I hope that they do that. That would be awesome, dude. Imagine
Mhm.
they like because everyone gets their own, and like Ruby Soho gets her own TBS belt, man, and it's just like crazy funky with like all the like Nick, like that would be awesome.
Yeah, the punk rock shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. I don't know how the fuck he did it, but like, I don't even know what it's called, bro. But I know that was a
I don't
badass
know what that move
move.
is called either. If Kevin was in the if Kevin's in the chat still, please let us know what the move is called because I know you know
Yeah.
what it's called.
But
Um,
I'm so happy for Sammy, bro. Of course, I fucking love Sammy. Why? Because let's go Houston, of course. But
yes,
I
sir.
love Sammy since the beginning of this damn show, bro. This company started, bro. I love Sammy, and I'm fine. I'm so happy that it finally happened, bro. And I hope that this is a long reign for him because he deserves it. And I think that this is gonna build him to hopefully challenge for that world title, bro.
Yeah, I've got a in my mind. I thought Sammy would win and then he would feud with MJF, but since it seems like MJF is now putting his focus back on that world title spot,
Mm-hmm.
um, but he's doing the feud with Darby. I think the natural order of things. We've got our casino ladder match next week. I think you and I are probably on the same page. Hangman's coming back next week in that
Hangman's
casino
coming.
ladder match. I think Hangman wins at Full Gear, and I'd like to see Hangman drop it to MJF. But if Sammy Guevara is like the first one to step up to challenge MJF, whenever MJF has the belt, man, I'm down for that, man. Whether he wins or not, I don't know, but I'm down for that.
I'm going to be so hyped to see Hangman
Yeah,
possibly win that at Full Gear because
that's why I want to go to Full Gear, bro. I want to be there for Hangman when he wins that because Kenny
I have been
Omega is my
watching
favorite
Hangman for
wrestler
a
in the
long
world.
ass time, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kenny Omega is my favorite wrestler in the world. I said it at the Dallas show. Kenny Omega is going to be the champion of this company one day, and when he is, I need to see at least one of his matches live. I have to because I don't
Mm-hmm.
know the way AEW does belts. I don't know when the first double world champion will be. I have no idea when the first double world champion will be, but it'll be a big moment when it happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I Kenny Omega, man, if the match that I could see is his downfall to Hangman Page in this beautiful story that they've been telling since the beginning of AEW, man, I'm down for it. I'm down for that.
I'm so happy because I've been watching it. I've been watching Adam Page for a long, long time, bro. I want to say I first saw Adam Page in 2014 or 15. I think 2014 when ROH started playing on my local, what's it called, network TV,
Yeah,
like the local channels on TV, and I fucking love.
I
It was
remember that
him.
being like, "What the fuck is ROH Ring of Honor?" I was like, "What
Yeah,
is this?"
he was in a feud with what's it called with Cedric Alexander at the
Yep.
time, and I fucking loved every minute of seeing Adam Page, and I'm happy to know that hopefully this means that Hangman Page is gonna win that title, and I'm excited because the Cowboy deserves that title, bro.
Yeah.
He deserves it, and I'm happy. I'm excited to see this championship finally go to somebody who's outside of the elite.
If if that's the main event at Full Gear, dog, I think I got to get that Kenny Omega and Adam Page
Yeah,
tag team shirt, and I'm gonna wear it to the event.
bro. Fucking Aiden's gonna cream his pants if that's the
Dog,
fucking.
I'm gonna nut, guys. Like
Yeah.
I almost nutted watching Ken because I got to see Kenny and Hangman tag together live, and that was enough to make me want to nut. Getting to see them tag together live, and now getting to see them like finally hash out their beef together live for the belt, man. Woohoo! I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it, dude. We still got Rampage though.
Yeah.
Let's burn through Rampage. Let's
Yeah.
burn through
You
Rampage.
go ahead and take it away with Rampage, bro.
Yeah, so I'll talk about the notable matches. Brian Danielson and Nick Jackson had a fucking awesome match. Another
Mm,
match of the week at the
mm.
beginning of Rampage. Cattle mutilation for the win, which I thought was awesome. Love seeing that move. Brian Danielson is
You
one
don't
of the
see a lot
greatest
of
wrestlers of all
moves.
time,
You
dog.
don't see that one finishing a match a lot. Which
No,
is
he
something I
didn't do it in
really.
WWE, man. Not really. I don't think he
Yeah.
ever did it.
I think he did like once or twice, but
Did it
it
once
never
or twice.
finished a match. It
Yeah,
never
never
finished it.
finished. Never
Yeah.
finished a match. But I like that we're seeing more of that move, really putting over Brian Danielson as like the technical wrestler because he's
Hmm.
just working over Nick Jackson. So that was an awesome match. I really like this triple threat between Jade and Nyla and Thunder Rosa. I Jade to me is the one who needed to win this match because we need to keep her undefeated. I've been saying it.
Hmm.
She's Goldberg to me. Like she's what
Yeah.
Goldberg is. You know what I mean? Like she's this giant, strong, just like unattainable like essence. You know what I mean? And like she needs to be undefeated. I want to see
That
Jade.
TBS belt's gonna be hers,
Yeah,
bro.
I want to see Jade Cargill get that TBS belt, and I hope it gets like a really dope, like awesome, kind of like metallic design. I want Jade to win it. She's got to win. I just thought that Thunder Rosa shouldn't have been the one to be pinned here. I thought Nyla
Should have
Rose
been Nyla, bro.
should have been the pin. I get it because it's like you don't want your two giant beast women wrestlers to like pin each other. I get it because that's another program for another time. But I just don't think Thunder Rosa should have been the one to take the pin. But I don't think it hurts her too much. She'll be back next year anyways. She's gonna get that. I keep saying it. Double or Nothing 2022. Thunder Rosa is gonna get that women's strap off of Britt Baker, and it's gonna be a pretty awesome moment. Then we get Orange Cassidy beats Jack Evans in the hair versus hair match. It was a fun match, but I'm so over the Orange Cassidy House of Hardy feud. Like it's not even that I'm like upset with the House of Hardy. I feel like that's what a lot of people bring it down to because we love Orange Cassidy so much. But it's like this feud specifically, I am so sick of it, dude.
It's going on and on
tired.
and on, bro.
I want to see Leo Rush and Matt Hardy have a custody battle for Private Party, and that's what I want to see. That's the match that I want to see. That's all I care about.
Yeah. Please end this feud. Please end Big Money Matt. I'm tired of this fucking. You can still have the
bring
House
back
of
the
Hardy.
delete gimmick. Bring back the delete gimmick. The crowd is back. We can do it again. And the crowd every week when Matt Hardy comes up, delete. They want it, bro. We want the delete gimmick back, man.
Bring back the fucking drone.
Yeah, bring back a Vanguard. What was it? Vanguard 1?
3.0? The Vanguard 1. No, Vanguard 1, yeah.
Bring back Vanguard 2.
Yeah, like you can still do the House of Hardy with the delete gimmick. You can still can.
Yeah,
like
I think it would work better, man. I think just make him do the delete gimmick, and then everyone's like, "Nah, I'm out of here," and then everyone leaves, and then they can all fuck off and do their own things. Because I think that the Butcher and the Blade need to be with Malachi. I think that Private Party needs to be with Leo Rush, and I think that the Hybrid 2 just can, just keep doing what they've been doing and keep putting on awesome matches that are low key. Because I don't, elevate your other talent. That's all they really need to be doing. I don't even know why the Bunny's involved. The Bunny's got her own storyline going on with Penelope Ford. So
yeah,
no one in House of Hardy needs to be in House of Hardy. That is the problem with this House of Hardy. Like it's such like a weird group of misfits, but like no one has anything that brings anyone together. Like I don't think seeing the Butcher and Private Party stand next to each other makes sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for me. But loved this week, man. Liked a lot of what's going down with AEW. Let's go WWE. I didn't like that Brock and Roman Roman segment because we've seen it 1,000 fucking times at this point. Also, good lord, whoever was on the switcher that night, god damn, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it was nauseating, bro. But other than that, like I'm excited for next week. I hope it's Hangman, bro. I hope it is Hangman.
Yeah, I hope it's Hangman too.
He wins the title.
This upcoming week's Dynamite is going to be fire. We've got Bobby Fish on TV.
Yeah.
Which we didn't talk about, that he's got a little AEW logo on his t-shirt. That's very interesting.
Sammy has challenged for his first championship match defense. Yeah. He's challenging fucking Bobby Fish.
Yes, Bobby Fish, man. We're going to get Bobby Fish and Sammy Guevara. We're going to get Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida. Hikaru Shida's coming back to TV after a while. This is going to be for her. If she wins, this will be the first woman with 50 wins in AEW, which is awesome. Which also, if that doesn't show you right there, like, there's so many fucking men in AEW that have 50 wins, dude. Like, come on. Oh, yeah. Like, these women need more matches. We need, if we're having 6 matches on the card, three of them need to be women's matches, guys. It has to be three or 4 of them, or 2. And if it's 2, then you got to give them more women's matches on the Rampage. That's been my proposition. Yeah, is that like, you shift it. Like if you have more men's matches on Dynamite this week, then you have more women's matches on Rampage. If you have more men's matches on Rampage, and you have more women's matches on Dynamite. That's the way it should be. But that's
all right, man.
We've been on for an hour and 11 minutes, bro.
Yeah, it's been a great time, y'all, and I hope everyone has had a wonderful time. I want to thank Kevin. I want to thank Griffin, Keon, and Matt for joining us today in the chat. Thank you all so much for and Gio, of course. Thank you, Gio, for joining us as well. And we want to thank all of y'all for sticking with us. And if you're listening to this on the podcast replay, thank you so much for listening. As always, stay tuned for all the other things that we do here on the Nerdcore podcast feed. Tonight, I will be on the Nerdcore live show, of course, and I'm continuing my coverage of National Film Festival on the Nerdcore.com. Aiden, you pretty much just do this show, right? You don't really do much.
I just do this show, guys. You know where to find me.
Yeah. Hey, it's good, man. Hey, I've been enjoying having you here, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, I kind of enjoy making this like my one show of the week because it's like I don't have to get too stressed about doing research for shit. I'm already wrapped up in wrestling 24/7 anyways, so it's fun.
Yeah. KOSS
KOSSICKK. And that's it, man.
Yeah. This is, of course, y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful time wherever you're watching this. And as always, it's been High Flyer Radio. Don't tap out.
Tune in.